Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman. It is my great honor to be here and share our experience with you. I would like to talk about contemporary open arch repair with selective cerebral perfusion in the era of endovascular aortic repair. I have nothing to be disclosed. In Japan, we have a lot of isolated arch aneurysm, in particular, Sakura-type aneurysm on the right side. This slide shows the number of aortic arch repair in Japan. TIBA have expanded gradually, in particular, since a commercially available device for TIBA was introduced in 2008. We also previously reported our experience of hybrid arch TIBA between 2007 and 2010. It was performed for selected high-risk patients. We compared the outcome between hybrid arch repair and conventional total arch replacement. This study showed only one benefit of shorter ICU stay in hybrid TIBA. Anyway, in the recent advance of TIBA, the surgical result of conventional open arch repair should be reassessed as a benchmark for consideration of the strategy. In this study, our contemporary open arch repair using selective cerebral perfusion with hypothermic circulatory arrest is reviewed. Between 2001 and 2011, 1,007 consecutive patients underwent open aortic arch repair at the National Cardiovascular Center in Japan. The median age was 72 years. 12% has a history of cerebral vascular event and 38% coronary artery lesions, 10% chronic kidney disease. 11.5% had COPD, 3% connective tissue disorders, 23% acute aortic dissection, and emergent surgery was performed in 26%. 3.3% had the prior cardiac surgery, and 3.8% was reduced aortic cases. We routinely use the right axillary artery perfusion in conjunction with ascending aortic or femoral artery cannulation. Open distal anastomosis is made with a stepwise technique for easy and secure anastomosis. 73% underwent total arch replacement. Coronary artery bypass was concomitantly performed in 19% and root replacement in 6%. We preferably used moderate hypothermia. Deep hypothermia was applied for patients with cerebral vascular disease or chronic kidney disease. Mean circulatory arrest time was 55 minutes, and SCP time was 130 minutes. This graph shows the relationship with lowest core temperature and circulatory arrest time. Circulatory arrest time was significantly shorter in the moderate group. In this study, we determine early mortality, mobility, and independent predictors for early mortality and permanent neurological deficit, and also demonstrate late survival and aortic reoperations as well. Early mortality, including 30-day and in-hospital deaths, was 4.7% in all patients and 5% in the emergency setting. The causes were mainly low output, sepsis, and respiratory failure. In multivariate analysis, independent risk factors for early mortality were COPD, liver dysfunction, chronic kidney disease, and concomitant coronary artery bypass. Permanent neurological deficit occurred in 3.5%, and temporary neurological dysfunction in 6.7%. No spinal cord injury was found. In multivariate analysis, independent risk factors for permanent neurological deficit were cerebral vascular disease, emergency, and concomitant coronary artery bypass. In the follow-up, there were 140 late deaths including 13 aortic-related deaths, rupture of residual aortic aneurysm in 10, and sudden death in 3. Cumulative survival rate was 80% at 5 years and 71% at 8 years. Late aortic reoperation related to the initial arch repair were required for anastomotic false aneurysm in 12, graft infection in 2. All 8 distal false aneurysms were repaired for TIVR. Freedom from reoperation related to the initial arch repair were 98% at 5 years and 97% at 8 years. Freedom from all aortic reoperation were 78% at 5 years and 72% at 8 years. Current reports of open arch repair demonstrated some refinement of surgical technique in addition to SCP and lower mortality rate from 4 to 8%. The mortality rate in our study was comparable to these current reports. The incidence of permanent neurological deficit was slightly lower than them. On the other hand, a recent meta-analysis of hybrid arch repair showed a 30-day mortality of 8.3% and incidence of stroke and paraplegia were 44% and 3.9% respectively. A comparative study of the outcome of open aortic repair and endovascular repair has some difficulties because hybrid group often include high-risk patients unsuitable for conventional open arch repair. However, the mortality in hybrid arch TIVR is never lower compared with current results of open arch repair. Our current strategy for arch aneurysm is that in most conventional open arch repair is employed, while TIVR is applied only in high-risk patients, such as the elderly and with severe comorbidities. In conclusion, conventional open arch repair producing the satisfactory outcome is still a standard and promising therapy with a good long-term durability in most of patients, excluding high-risk ones. Thank you very much for your attention.